She smiled. I want Kaylin as my mate. Stealing another wolf's mate was one of the greatest taboos in pack law. Yet after she said it openly, no one in the room objected. Every wolf there stayed silent. Their status, their pressure, their authority all pushed toward one thing. My surrender. Rage surged through my blood. I clenched my fists. And if I say no? 7 years ago, my parents' adopted daughter, my younger sister Selena, a delicate Omega, got drunk, caused a hit and run, and left blood spilled across the human territory border. My alpha father, my Luna mother, and my biological younger sister all came to me with the same patronizing plea. Selena is an Omega. She's too fragile for prison.
If she goes to Silver Moon Penitentiary, her wolf won't survive it.
Lyra, take her place. I refused, but on a stormy night filled with thunder, my father used absolute alpha command. He crushed my will, took control of my mind, and personally delivered me to the prison transport. My fiancé, my fated mate, Kaylin, the strongest alpha in the pack, held back his raging wolf era and said to me,
Lyra, when you get out, we'll complete the mate bond. Endure these 7 years. For now.
7 years later.
Lyra, once you leave Silver Moon Penitentiary, keep your wolf under control and do not look back.
I took the mold-smelling canvas bag from the guard's hand and limped through the iron gates, dragging the leg that had been ruined by silver shackles. A black military SUV waited outside the territory. The window rolled down, revealed Kaylin's sharp, striking face. 7 years had passed, and he looked exactly the same. The suffocating pressure of a top-tier alpha still radiated from him.
Lyra.
Instinctively, I shrunk back before forcing myself in the passenger seat. In the rearview mirror, I caught sight of my own reflection, pale, gaunt, my neck covered in burn scars left by silver weaponry.
You've suffered these past 7 years. I'll keep my promise.
Kaylin said.
At the next full moon night, I'll officially mark you and make you my Luna.
He reached over and covered my rough hand with his. There was no spark, no shiver, no bond. I looked into his golden green eyes, where my withered reflection stared back at me, and slowly pulled my hand away. Even the wolf inside me could not be bothered to whimper. Okay. 7 years in Silver Moon Penitentiary, 2,557 days soaked in blood and violence. Long enough to see Kaylin and my family for what they truly were. They had never loved me, and I no longer wanted to be his mate. Sensing my indifference, Kaylin let out a low, irritated sound.
Selena knows you're coming back today. Her trauma response disorder is acting up again. Your parents and your sister are all at Pack Medical Center calming her down.
I closed my eyes. The SUV drove into the heart of Crescent Moon Pack territory. An hour later, we arrived at my home. Only the beta butler and a few Omega solvents were inside the manor. They caught the cheap, sour prison smell clinging to me, and the disgust in their eyes was impossible to hide. My parents loved only Selena. To the servants, I had never been the eldest daughter of this house. The beta butler bowed respectfully to Kaylin first. Only then did he turn to me.
Miss Lyra, Luna says that now you've returned, you are to stay inside your own scent circle. Do not wander around and disgrace the pack.
Disgrace. I had endured 7 years of silver burns in Salu's place. How had I become the shameful one? But my expectations had died 7 years ago. On that storm-filled night when they used Alpha Command to force my confession. I understand. I turned toward the side entrance. Then Kaylin stiffened, receiving an urgent mind link. His pupils sharpened into slits.
Lyra. Selene's scent is weakening. She needs me. Go rest.
He did not wait for a reply. He turned at once and disappeared into the night. I limped back to the storage room that belonged to me and curled up on the narrow wooden bed. Late that night, drifting between sleep and exhaustion, I heard voices downstairs in the living room. It was my beta sister, Chloe.
Alpha Father, Luna Mother. Selena is in terrible shape mentally. Shouldn't we move Lyra out of the manor? If Sela catches her scent, she'll have another episode.
My father sighed, but said nothing. My mother answered first. She carries our blood. If we throw her out the moment she gets back from prison, what will the other pack say?
Then what are we supposed to do?
Chloe paced the room, agitation sharp in her voice. My father finally spoke.
When Selene returns, order Lyra to suppress every trace of her scent. She is not to appear in front of Selene. She is not to leave her room for any reason.
My eyes stayed shut, but a burning ache rose behind them. Then the custom comm device hidden beneath my pillow began to vibrate, an encrypted message.
Miss Lyra, congratulations. You have passed the evaluation for the Global Institute for Werewolf and Supernatural Secrecy. Once you accept the contract, you will depart in 10 days, on the night of the full moon, under a new identity for Sanctum Isle on Dominica Island. Your pack identity will be permanently erased. You may not contact any outside wolves for 5 years.
I did not hesitate. On the holographic display, I signed my name. Lyra. I had passed the Institute selection process 7 years ago. Before I could take the oath and join, my parents sent me to Silver Moon Penitentiary. Shortly before my release, I applied again. As expected, I passed. 10 days. If I could endure 10 more days, I would sever the pack bond tying me to this frozen family forever. Selena froze for half a second, then switched to French and whimpered dramatically.
I was only joking. I didn't realize my sister's feral instinct was this savage.
My Luna mother answered her in the same flawless French. Don't be afraid, Selena. Lyra spent too long out in the wild. Her bloodline is beneath yours. My alpha father released the calming scent of pine.
Blood means nothing. Your mother and I have only one true daughter.
Chloe joined in without hesitation.
That's right, Selena. You're my only sister.
I forced down the bitterness rising in my chest and pretended not to understand a word. And instead, I turned to Kalen.
What are they saying?
His throat tightened before he answered.
Selena said she was joking. Everyone just thinks you're being too sensitive.
The room reeked of lies. What none of them knew was that I had understood every word. My Luna mother was a world-renowned painter. My alpha father had once ruled the business world. But ever since they brought me back from St. Mary's home, they despised the habits I had picked up surviving on my own. Every resource, every ounce of love, they gave it all to Celine. 10 years ago, when Selena was accepted into Elite Art Academy, the entire pack celebrated her. What they never knew was that I had been admitted to the most prestigious university in the country. I had also taught myself French, Italian, and Spanish. None of it mattered now. Soon I would be gone from this territory for good. I just got out of Silver Moon Penitentiary. I want some air outside the territory. You all enjoy the party. Under their contemptuous stares, I dragged my damaged leg towards the door. Behind me, their laughter and French mockery tangled together. Not one of them remembered. Today was my awakening day, too. Once I left the territory, I suppressed my wolf aura and took a bus to downtown Seattle. Because of my prison record, the pack had erased my education and every official file tied to my name. With a ruined leg and no history, I could only find work at a rundown roadside diner. It would be enough to survive the next 10 days. The irony was almost funny. Ever since they brought me back at 15, they had resented me for not being as accomplished as Selena and cut me off completely. I had paid for school, food, and survival by working in the human world. At 11:30 that night, I finished washing the last dish. When I stepped outside, freezing rain hit my face. Then another scent cut through the storm. Cold fur, powerful, a top-tier alpha. Kalen stepped out of a black SUV and strode straight toward me.
Lyra, why have you been gone so long?
He grabbed my wrist and pulled me to the car. The rear door was already open.
Lyra, happy awakening day.
The words hit me like a blow. I stood there, frozen. Kalen's pack and mine had been allied for generations. Our territories shared a border, and our families had been bound by an old promise long before either of us was born. Even after I went missing in Blackwood Forest at the age of 2 and was not found again until I was 15, bruised and scarred, that ancient agreement never changed. I still remember the first time I saw Kalen after I was brought back. He stood in the sunlight wearing a white shirt, powerful enough to command submission, yet somehow warm at the same time. In that cold territory, he was the only one who never recoiled from the wild scent clinging to me. He used his alpha pressure to shield me. He brought me prey and gifts on holidays. He was the only person in that steel and stone world who had ever been kind to me. And when he was ambushed by a rival pack and left great, I poured the core of my wolf vitality into him without hesitation. Yet, in the end, he was also the one who used alpha authority to send me to Silver Moon Penitentiary with his own hands.
Lyra, what is it?
Kalen's deep voice pulled me back to the present.
Did you think I forgot your awakenation day?
I answered evenly, "Thank you." Then he handed me another beautifully wrapped box. When I opened it, I found a custom-made red wedding gown for a bonding rite.
Do you remember telling me as a child that you wanted to wear a red dress when we completed our mate bond? I had it made early. Do you like it?
Bitterness filled my throat. Alpha, you remembered wrong. I don't like wedding dresses, and I hate red. The headmistress at St. Mary's home once told me she had found me abandoned outside a bridal shop. At the time, I had been wearing an expensive red dress. After I was old enough to remember, every full moon night I would return to bridal shop windows by instinct, wearing red clothes so my people could follow my scent signature and bring me home. Kalen's eyes tightened. Just like he had years ago, he reached over and ruffled my hair.
I'm sorry. I remembered wrong. Come on. I'll take you to dinner.
On the drive back, he kept my hand clasped tightly in his.
Lyra, why is your scent so faint? Why are you thinner than before? And your leg, he never finished.
A shring ringtone cut through the car. The screen flashed one name, Selena. The moment he answered, panic flooded his face.
Turn around. Now, back to the territory.
The whole drive back, he spoke into the comm Debeshan non-stop, trying to soothe her. When we rushed into the manor grounds, I looked up. Selena stood on the rooftop in a white dress, swaying at the edge. The moment she caught our scent, Selena looked down at us from above. Her face was pale as paper.
My sister is back,
She whispered.
a worthless Omega like me should step aside now. Goodbye?
Then she jumped. The Pac-Manon was only 1 story high. The roof was barely 30 feet above the ground. But when Selena fell, every one of my so-called family moved on instinct. My father, my mother, Chloe, even Kaylin. All of them lodged forward in a frenzy to save the weaker wolf. That night, the scream of ambulance sirens echoed over the territory.
Hey guys,
I want
this is
Kaylin as
Lyra
my
abandoned
mate,
at
stealing
15,
another wolf's mate,
locked
one
up
of the
for
greatest
7
taboos
years,
in pack law.
and now back to
Yet
the
after
pack
she
that
said it
sold me
openly,
out.
no one in the room
My mate's
objected.
cold
Every
betrayal,
wolf there
my
stayed
sister's
silent.
fake
Their
trauma,
status, their pressure,
and the
their
worst part,
authority all pushed
I'm not
toward
just
one
a
goal,
werewolf
my
anymore.
surrender.
I'm a
Rage
ghost.
surged through my blood.
Watch to see if I'll
Clenched
tear
my
them
fists.
apart, or
And if I
find
say no,
redemption. Every betrayal,
7 years ago,
every
my
scar,
parents adopted Barbara,
every
my
lie
younger
is
sister,
leading to
Sarah,
something
the
bigger.
delicate Omega.
And
Got
trust me,
drunk, caused a hit
the
and
drama
run,
you've
and
been
my
waiting
blood
for
spilled
is
across
just
the
starting.
territory
Hit the
border.
main
My
page to binge all episodes now.